Yo, 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 good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Friday edition of the Apex Brotherhood Live. My name's Richard Butler, and I'm going to be your host today. But first, a disclaimer. All right, there we go. Don't know what's going on today, but I'm supposed to have a co-host, but my co-host is nowhere to be found. I think he may have overslept. And he's not responding to my messages, so not sure what's going on. But in the meantime, you guys will have me to keep you entertained and hopefully informed. Today is a Friday. It is a high impact news day. We have a whole crap ton of news events today. So I'm going to head straight into the news. I will share my screen and we can have a look-see at it. So if you guys can see here properly, I will zoom in a little bit. So we've already had the pound retail sales, which came out lower than expected, which did result in quite the dip. Let's go on to this one, which resulted in quite the little dip on the pound, but nothing super serious, to be dead honest. We've been consolidating in this area over here the whole morning for Tokyo, and we've just wicked it here now, and it seems as though we want to start pushing a little bit lower, which is expected. Pound news, a little bit negative, and the pound is not doing well in any way. So it just kind of makes sense that it's going to start trading a little bit downward. So I'm just going to kick off my shoes here. So yeah, now for the rest of the day, we do have quite a bit of more news coming. So in the next for 13 minutes or so, we've got some French PMI. Then at 10:30 my time, so 8:30 UK time, we have the German PMI, services and both manufacturing as well. So it's a lot of PMI today. The Purchasing Managers Index. And then again, we have the pound PMI as well at 11:30, so 9:30 UK time. So there's a crap ton of high impact news in the morning, and then this afternoon we've got the PMI for the USD. Yesterday evening we had the non-farm employment change, unemployment claims, and the unemployment rate for the USD that came out. So that had a nice reaction. So we'll see whether or not it can all be. It can all be. There we go. This should stop that. There we go. Should be all gravy for the rest of the day is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that even though we have a lot of news, I do think that there is a potential for a little bit of a downward movement on pound specifically. But it's purely because of the fact that the pound itself is very, very weak at the moment. So pound itself, not that great. The euro, on the other hand, with yesterday's information, yesterday's news, has that this was the news event. It started pushing higher. It attempted to come back lower over here, but it failed, and then we just consolidated all the way to where we are now, and we had a little bit of impact due to the pound being a little bit weaker. So over here, we should be seeing quite a up and down movement with the euro, especially with the euro news. I don't think we're going to sell off all that much. I think we're going to play around a little bit because, I mean, with yesterday's dollar news, we didn't sell off all that much. We're kind of like sideways. So I'm expecting a little bit more sideways action for euro as well. Just a little bit of sideways action. I don't think we're going to have too much volatility, massive movements with the PMI. I think this Friday is going to be quite subdued. Looking at gold has been selling off since yesterday. If I just go over to the 4-hourly, and just see this. A lot of up and down movement yesterday with the news that came out. Pretty much sideways action, no real directional bias whatsoever. We were trying to push lower from Wednesday, but overall, yesterday's news did not drive gold the way that people thought it may, with the release from the USA. That news event did not really do much for gold. Pushed it up, pushed it down, stayed sideways. So now only today we're starting to get some downward momentum. The same as what we had coming out of Wednesday, pushing a little bit lower. So yesterday's news did not really do much. Up, down, and then only now have we decided that we wanted to start pushing a little bit lower. So I'm expecting gold to start pushing a little bit down further. It just depends on how deep this pullback is going to be. We tested 4K again on Tuesday. I think we can come and test 4K again, potentially. I think we can actually push through 4K, pushing lower. It does not seem as though there is much upward want to push the price up. There isn't like any need or want to really push the price up higher for gold at the moment. Very subdued. So you can see there's quite the sell-off during Tokyo session, which is generally where we have Australia, we have China, we have Russia. I also know that sometimes India is also really trading in that area as well. So there's a lot of the high gold buyers and interest, people that are really interested in gold, stockpiling it. That's doing all of their buying and selling during the Tokyo session. So you tend to see quite a bit of Tokyo movement during Tokyo session, and we've seen quite the movement already during Tokyo. So if we're going to see pound, or the London session in this case, start pushing price up, I do not think that it's going to go particularly high. I think at most, if we were to test a high point, it's probably going to be the high of yesterday, but we're already lower than the low of yesterday already. So I honestly think that we're potentially going to start pushing lower. There is a potential for us to come and test this low area down over here, which was tested on Monday and Tuesday, respectively. So I think we can come down and test this yet again, which should be roughly around the 4K mark. So that's what I'm anticipating for gold at the moment. Downward pressure. Yesterday's news didn't do much to push it up. So, yeah. On Nasdaq, yesterday we had quite the sell-off. This was the big impactor from the news yesterday. I'm just going to go to the hourly. This was the thing that was impacted the most by the news event. Massive sell-off into the New York session. It just continued pushing lower. As the New York session came to a close, we started to go sideways. And as the Tokyo session is closing up, we're starting to see a little bit more volume, especially if you look at the size of the candles. Just going down to the 15-minute. Volumetric downward movement, pullback, continuation lower, pullback, continuation lower, consolidation, and now we're starting to get some volume in yet again. So that means that during Tokyo, not much interest in trying to buy or sell the NAS down or up. No real interest in trying to move it. Gold was the big mover during Tokyo. So people, the participants during the Tokyo session were more involved, more inclined to want to trade down. But NAS, no impact whatsoever. This is a 50 EMA. If I just switch on the 200, we broke the 200 with the news, and we never came back to it. So this to me just signifies that there's the potential for us, if we do come back up again, we have these two areas over here where we had the last reaction from the bulls to try and push it up. So obviously there you have one reaction, it just immediately got taken up. You had a secondary reaction over here where bulls tried to push the price up. This was the very first basically push lower and retest zone, and then we just collapsed from here. So this area over here is one that I am interested in seeing whether or not NAS can come back to it. So this area, if we do start pushing back, whether or not we will see price come into this, which I'm not all that sure of. Price continued pushing lower, not as strong as the initial push, but still very strong. And then we had an attempt yet again to try and push price higher again. Price failed. So this is a secondary area for price to come and test. This is the very first area that price needs to test in order to say potentially there's upward movement. We also have the high end of Tokyo, where if I pull it forward, you'll see that price really struggled here. But if I pull it back, you'll see that it is an area where we last wicked lower, then reacted off of it, and then pushed through it, and now came back to it. So this is a low swing, where we had a reaction off of, then we had a break of that area, so a point of interest, and then we came back to it. So this solidifies the idea that this is an area of interest. We've had a reaction. Maybe I can just make it a little bit larger. Let's say like this. Yeah. Low, pushed off of it, breakthrough, test, consolidate, test, consolidate, test, consolidate, test, consolidate, and then we're starting to push a little bit stronger lower, but then we started taking it up again. So it could mean that this area down here, this low point, is potentially also an area of interest. So right now we're hopping between these two. This area, this support area above, needs to, or this resistance area above needs to be broken through first. Price must push through it, retest it, and then pass the retest by pushing higher. Alternatively, price can push into it and then attempt to push back into it again, creating a lower low, and then start pushing lower. Another option is price can come down straight from this point, just react off of it, comes down straight, take these lows, attempt to push higher, and then continue going lower. So this is the three potentials that I think we can have right now. What I'm leaning more towards is one of these two movements. We either try and touch this area again and then volumetrically push lower, because we are underneath the 200 EMA. We are showing downward momentum based on what happened yesterday. Yesterday's downward sell-off, attempt to push higher. So we are in a downward swing at the moment. Today's news, I don't think is going to have too much of an impact on whether or not price is going to start pushing higher. You can also see with this reaction over here that happened to be another test area as well. So this area is definitely the strongest test area in my opinion for price. So multiple touches and then strong reactions off of, and when it came back to it, pushed through and then retested and started pushing lower. So this is an area for me of let's call it great interest, where price had reactions previously. So I think that we can potentially go lower from here. So this is a short term. This is the initial test. This one is basically the test of the 200 EMA. This zone over here, which was the last area that was tested. And this is the higher, I would say more significant area of interest. Okay. Gonna say hello to everybody in chat now. Good morning, MGN. What is up, bro? How are you this morning? We've got Quibus Quisson. Good morning, Quibus. How are we this morning, mate? We've got HK. Hello, good morning, Richard. Good morning, HK. How are we this morning? In the wilds, hello, hello. It's Friday and it's news day. Small risk, don't lose your shit, people. I agree. Even though I don't think that we're going to have the most massive off movements today. The PMI can move the markets quite well, but I think yesterday's movement with the unemployment claims and the non-farm employment change, I think was going to be the big mover for the week. I don't think today's PMI is going to be the big mover. But take that with a pinch of salt, because I think it's going to be up, down, up, down, up, down, and then decide in a direction. But I don't think that we're going to have that volumetric, one-dimensional, directional move. I don't think that's what's going to happen today. Dave Rankin, good day, y'all. Good day, Dave. We've got Infinity. Good morning, Infinity. We've got Pooley. Morning, all. Morning, Pooley. Pooley in the Wilds pokers with the lads tonight, mate. Dude, if you wanted to join us in the Wilds, you can join us, mate, for some poker tonight. Dave Rankin, Solitaire again? No, mate, we're not doing Solitaire. We're actually going to be there. Everybody's going to be there. Everybody's available. Except Will. I think Will is still sleeping. I don't know. May have been like a really, really rough night for him. I don't know. Pooley, one day at the moment, my evenings are full of the kids' after-school activities, me being a cab driver, basically. Yeah, mate, I get that. I don't have kids, but I understand the whole premise of needing to be a, I don't know, taxi service for them. Pooley, yeah. Where's Billy the Kid? I missed the start. No idea, mate. Like, I've sent him messages asking him where he's at. I haven't gotten any reply whatsoever, so I think he's still sleeping. That's all I can think. And I haven't seen Hewin. Haven't seen Hewin online either, so I have no idea where they are. So I'm going to assume that I'm going to be alone today, so that probably means that there's not going to be a competition today. I have nobody to participate against because nobody's here. So if anybody in chat would like to join me for a little bit of banter and, I don't know, sideways action and get a demo account and come and join me, send me a message and then I'll forward you the link and you can join me. Free open invitation to anybody in chat that wants to. Kubus Question saying, awesome, looking forward to the weekend. The weekend is one of those where you just relax. Whatever you're going to do, don't do it too seriously. If you're going to go and exercise, just have like a timid little walk, you know, that kind of like thing. Whereas if you're intending on, I don't know, South Africans, we like to braai. So if you intend on having a braai, don't drink too much brandy so that you have some fist fights with your neighbors. Just chill and relax. Just relax. Come back on Monday nice and refreshed, ready to absolutely destroy the markets. HK, what is the weather of South Africa at the moment? Today or tomorrow, G20 summit in Johannesburg. What's your view? So the weather at the moment is pretty nice. What I can do is I can just quickly bring up weather. What the hell? Weather 24. I type like an idiot. The max today for where I am at is going to be 24 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 14. This weekend is going to be warm with thunder showers and lightning. We do have some lightning at the moment. But I think overall the weather is pretty good. G20 summit, mate. There was some, I wouldn't call it controversy, but there was some I don't know, like beefing between our president, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa, and the American President Donald Trump, where Donald Trump basically said that he was boycotting the G20 in South Africa and he's not going to come through. And then he went against that and just said, okay, fine, he'll make a turn because there's decisions that's about to be made or was made by the G20 without him being there. So he's shitting his pants over that. It's one of those things. Geez, Wild Wild West, Joburg is dangerous. Yeah, I mean, what can you do? There's people rioting. There's people very upset about certain things, and there's flooding. There was flooding. Yeah, but it's just a normal thing. It's just like one of those things. If you have people that are upset, you have people that are upset. That's what they're gonna do. Rich needs a pay raise, steering the ship on his lonesome. Yeah, dude, I keep saying that, but like, if you don't get paid anything, what is a raise from there? I'm joking. No, I don't know where Will is, mate. Like, he's it's not his usual self to have radio silence. So I don't know if he just doesn't have any electricity or if he just overslept. I don't know. Maybe he just had one of those crazy nights last night. So don't know, mate. But yeah, I agree with you. I need a pay raise, mate. Kobus Kwesen, my son's birthday party and a lekker braai tomorrow. Kobus, awesome, mate. How old is your son? Is he of drinking age, or is he still a young wee little lad? We're also having a bride tomorrow, so it was my mother and my mother-in-law's birthday 2 weeks ago. So we're having a get-together for everybody to just to braai. So we are intending on having a just a regular old braai, and then just probably going to be playing some board games, maybe play some darts, that kind of like stuff, just to entertain ourselves. Parents are getting older, so can't go too crazy. Quibus asking, Pooley asking Quibus, what's a lekker one, mate? So lekker meaning good. Like, how are you? I'm doing lekker. Or lekker meaning tasty. As in, this is a lekker sweet. As in, this thing tastes nice. It's got a nice flavor. So lekker is something that tastes good, as in the flavor or something is good, but also it's what we say if someone is doing well, we say not too shabby or something like that, but we'll also say lekker, meaning I'm good. Yeah. Quibber saying means a good, nice, enjoyable braai. Very much so. All of the lekker words right in there. Good, nice, enjoyable. MGN saying might be some oversleeping. He was awake quite late last night. Well, I mean, if you don't pitch up, what the hell? Like, you could be tired. Just rock up, mate. Like, at least send me a message saying, dude, I'm going to bed late. Not gonna have one, or I'm not gonna be there this morning. Have a great one. Only 9. Oh, okay, so a young little guy. Okay, so not drinking age yet. Needs 4 years more for that. No, I'm joking. Ooh, board games. Do you play Catan? Yes, I do. I love Catan. Catan is one of my favorite board games. We have way too many. Way too many. One of the ones that we really enjoy is Risk. We really enjoy Risk. We tend to play stuff like Battle of the Sexes quite a bit. We play 30 Seconds. We play a bunch of... It's like a... I think that... I can't remember what it's called. Something lined up. What the fuck did you say? We enjoy all of the ones where you have to have like a little bit more for like a physical reaction. You watch cricket? I do not. Not anymore. I'm more of a rugby. I'm more of an American football. I'm more of an esports kind of person. I really enjoy watching esports. I do know that we have a decent cricket team, but cricket was never my thing. Cricket has always been a bit too slow-paced for my taste. I like a little bit more action, you know, 1 to 2 hours of action and then done. Where cricket can tend to, I don't know, be like boring for quite a while for me, and then have like moments of like, oh wow, something's happening, and then it's like hours of boredom again. So not the biggest fan of cricket to watch it. It's the same with soccer for me as well. I only watch football or soccer when it's the World Cup. That's the only time I watch football or soccer. What is Catan? Catan is a board game that is about settlers. So you have a board that has hexagonal shaped plates that go and randomly get placed. You have numbers on top of those plates. Everybody gets to build a settlement and a road, and the idea is to win on points. You get points by having the longest road. You get points for having the largest army. So it's a strategic resource gathering game about settlers. So it's called The Settlers of Catan, and it's pretty fun. It's a nice little game. Love the game. We play cities and knights and the sea with seafarers. I think we've only got one upgrade one, and I think it's seafarers at the moment. And then you have barbarians ones as well, some more tribal things. It is definitely one of the cooler ones. But we used to have like many board games, like Ticket to Ride was one of the ones as well that I used to love. There's a very interesting one that one of our friends really enjoys, which is birds. My wife will tell me. I've forgotten now what the name is, but it doesn't really matter. What happened to a simple game like Dominoes? Dude, Dominoes still exists. It's old school, mate. But dude, Catan has been out for years as well. I think Catan has been out for probably 20 years now as well, if not more. Catan is an old game already. Quibus Corson saying England versus Australia playing at the moment. Great start. What are we talking about? Cricket. Okay. HK, please don't mention the cricket at the moment. I'm English. So what, are you watching it? Where's LJ? If LJ was in, he could have been like, yeah, cricket. Ashes and whatnot. But unfortunately, he's not in at the moment. Also played dominoes, loved Mexican Train. Yeah. Once again, guys, if there's anybody that would want to jump in and join me and join me. Come and talk shit with me. I don't really have much intention of trading anything today because of the sheer amount of high impact news. Like I said, even though I don't believe that there's going to be the most impact from it, I think it's going to be a little bit sideways or slow trade in one direction. I'm still not an idiot, so I'm not going to go ahead and absolutely blow my account. This was going to be the stream play around account, and as you can see on all of them, the only one that is really showing anything in terms of upward want to move up is EU at the moment. GU still had this downtrend, not downtrend, but this down push. Did I put the one up? Yeah, there we go. Failure to really push lower, so I think we're going to just play around in this area with the red folder news playing out. Gold itself trading lower, trying to push up a little bit, potentially going to trade lower. US Tech as well, trying to trade lower, but just consolidating, as you can see down here, just pure consolidation. Gold showing lower lows, lower highs. This is probably going to attempt to push higher and then start pushing lower as well. EU and GU just very much not really interested because of high impact news. So I can't really trade any of it, unfortunately. Still nothing. No mention from anybody. Nobody's awake. Everybody's asleep. Nobody wants to join me. MGN, do you want to join me? Quib is saying, I'm currently in a gold long, stop at break even. So if you're saying you're in a gold long, let's see where you got in. Now, I remember you saying something in the line of you liked using breakouts on the 2-minute with a, what was it, a 5 and a 15 EMA or something like that crossing? Or was it the 20 and the 200? Rich, this is not like Will, nothing on Discord either. Have you got his mobile to give him a ring to see if he's okay? I do have his mobile. I'm going to send him a message there now. I sent him one on Discord. He was last online a few hours ago. Yeah, he was online about 7 hours ago. It's strange that Ewan is also not online. Grubber saying from 40.36. This is on the 5 minutes, so you took a buy from 40.36 right there. But this is off the support levels. Will is awake. His alarm didn't go off. So yeah, he overslept. He's shit, man. My alarm didn't go off. Yeah. Yeah, shame. The guy is probably working a bit too much, and he overslept. What are you aiming for, Quibus? Where is your stop loss, and where are you aiming for? My assumption is generally people tend to aim for the lowest point, and then try and aim for a high swing of some sort somewhere up there or somewhere over here, or you could have your stop loss slightly below the, let's say, the most previous attempt to push lower, and then go for a 1 to 2 or that kind of like thing. Will says he will be in roughly 10 minutes or so. So yeah. So wanker. Yeah. That's what happens, mate. See, don't feel sympathy for him. He overslept. His own fault. Would be somewhere around 40, 60. Okay, so you're aiming for up over here. So you're aiming for the previous swing point. We do have a little bit. Let's just take this area as an example. We do have some consolidation with attempts to push the price lower, but also at the same time an attempt to push higher. So the thing is, this breakout that we're having here right now could be because of the fact that we are at a significant low. So let me go back to see if there's anything on the 4-hourly that makes any sense. First of all, let me delete all of the drawings first. Let's start on the 4-hourly. On the 4-hourly, we have that as the last attempt to push lower, but we'll also take into consideration the wick itself of the last push. Let's go to the 1 hour. Yeah, so that is the very last attempt to push lower. We have just missed it, but we've also not really closed lower than this point over here. So that is a potential test area that we can come and see first. We've moved out wicked here and then started pushing up again, but it's weak upward momentum. We have a lot of bearish candles in between, so it's not a volumetric movement. Let's see. I don't know what I think about this. I don't think that this is a particularly strong, significant area. This area over here makes a little bit more sense, given the reaction that we've had. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt and just move it up a little bit to 24.24. The thing is, it's significant because it's close to 4K. Round numbers and all. But the reaction off of this wasn't the most, let's say, convincing. To me, I think this area over here might be a little bit more of a reactionary point where we are right now. So I'm just going to remove this. I'm going to remove this, and we're just going to look at this. Here, we actually had multiple bullish candles pushing price away from this area. Price came back into it and wicked it. Not the strongest of reactions. One attempt to try and come down failed. An equal low, basically, in relation to this area over here. Very first attempt to push it lower. Not the strongest of reactions, still pushing lower. Secondary attempt to push it lower. Not a strong reaction, really. Third attempt to push it lower. And now, finally, we have a push into it and then a break. The consolidation, I think, is the big giveaway here. Is that the thing that gives, I think, your trade really good momentum to try and push higher, purely for this fact. Every single time that we've come down to test this area, it was a wick and then a reaction straight off of it. So we're coming down, we're taking up liquidity, and we're moving up. Whereas over here, we have consolidation. We have the price that is struggling to break between 2 points. So if we just take this is on the 15-minute, by the way. But consolidation is that back and forth, where there was no back and forth over here. It was purely, I'm coming to test it, I'm pushing away. I'm coming to test it, I'm pushing away. I'm coming to test it, I'm pushing away. All of these reactions, there's no back and forth really between buyers and sellers. It's literally sellers pushing it lower to a point, and then the buyer saying, this is good for us, and then immediately overwhelms the bears in that case. This is the first time we at this area where we've actually had price just jumping between 2 points and then finally breaking up. But when we have a break, we generally have a break, a retest, and then a continuation. Way, the princess has arrived. What's up, sleepy boy?
Dude, I'm so tired.
Dude, I can imagine you were fast asleep. Shit.
Yeah, I was. Like, I was knocked out, tired. Like, I was sleeping. I mean, I woke up naturally, like, no alarm. I woke up and it was like 8:30. I was like, it's 8:30. And I saw a message from you saying, are you asleep? And I was like, oh, shit. So, yeah, guys, I'm sorry, man.
Nah, dude, we apologize. Oh, your apology is accepted, but I think we need to have court be in session, because this time I think you being late wasn't due to meeting or doing something in the background for the Brotherhood.
Straight up didn't go off.
Yeah, this was just straight up sleeping through your alarm.
No, there wasn't sleeping through the alarm. There was no alarm. I obviously forgot to set an alarm. Or I usually have sleep mode, so like it automatically sets an alarm for me at like 6:30 every single morning. But yeah,
but not this morning.
No, not this morning. So I accept that. What you got in mind?
I think we need to talk to the Brotherhood. I think what we'll do is, I don't think we'll do it here. I think court will be in session during the day. Then we can all get into the Discord. We can give you an opportunity to go and, I don't know, have some coffee and breakfast and all of that. And then you will receive your punishment.
Great. Can't wait. So excited.
MGN, it's good. We've got Will in. He's finally arrived. But thank you for the offer. Unless if you really wanted to join in, I can send you the link in anyway, and then you can join still. What do you think, Will? Shall we bring MGN in?
Yeah, go for it, man. Yeah, if you want to join.
Okay. Let's do that. Let's invitation.
Guilty as charged. Failure to honor commitments. Oh, mate.
That's generally how it goes.
Davey Savage. Sorry, doesn't cut it, William. The sentence will be painful, my friend. Well, why? I couldn't. There's nothing I could do. I couldn't naturally wake up earlier. My body obviously needed that sleep.
But it's what time did you go to bed last night? That's the real question.
I fell asleep about 1:30.
And what was the reason why you were still awake at 1:30?
I don't know, mate. To be fair, I had no reason. I think I was going through the contract for the new apartment I'm going to be moving into in January.
Ah, okay. Right, I'm going to get back to Quibus. Quibus is in a gold buy at the moment. His entry was at 40.36, if I can remember correctly. Where did you enter? Where'd your message go?
Bitcoin's dropped to 82k, dude. That's nuts. It was up at like 1.8 yesterday or the day before. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I hate crypto, man. This is literally why I hate crypto. HK, I think William was watching the Ashes first match today. That's why he's late.
Yeah.
That's exactly why, man.
MGN, are you ready? Can I bring you up? I can't hear you if you're talking right now. You're muted for us. So you're going to have to show me with your hand yes or no.
Give us a gladiator.
So, yes to bring you up, no to not.
There he is.
There we go. Yo, what's up, MGN?
Good, and you guys?
Not too shabby, hey, Nige?
You had a nice nap there, Will?
Shove him, Jimmy. Yeah, man, it is good. He is good.
As I was saying, so Quibus was in a gold buy. I think he entered somewhere 36-ish.
Beautiful, man. What a nice
yes,
trade.
40.36. He entered at 40.36. He's aiming for 40.60, which is this recent swing over here. We are in a downward trend, unfortunately, as of this morning. So we're busy pushing lower. We do have this area of consolidation over here on the 5-minute where price has really struggled to push lower. But if you go towards the left, you will see that there was multiple areas in this zone where we are right now. The price has attempted to push lower and kind of reacted off of it. But this is the first time where we've actually had some consolidation at this low point and then an attempt to push higher. My only concern is the fact that we are pushing lower. We're making lower lows, lower highs. And this consolidation, this break that we're having here right now could potentially be a fake breakout for us to try and push lower yet again. So I was just trying to tell Quibus that in this case, just to be a bit careful because of this downward push that we have. The only thing that I didn't like very much about potentially taking a buy from here is that you're still making lower lows on the wicks.
Yeah.
So technically, this is still a lower low in regards to that. And then you have basically slightly lower highs between these points and then equal highs effectively. So yes, we do have consolidation here, but this could potentially be a fake breakout and then just a continuation lower. So do be careful if you intend on holding this this trade to fruition. Today, like I've mentioned to chat already, William, today is a very high news impact day. We have PMI across the board. So yesterday we had the unemployment change, the unemployment rate, and the unemployment claims for the dollar. And then today we've already had the pound retail sales, but then we've got the German for the euro PMI. We've got the pound PMI, and then this afternoon we've got the dollar PMI as well. So I am suspecting that we're going to have quite a bit of sideways action on GU and EU. Even though we have news, I don't suspect us to like absolutely rally up. I think we're going to slowly but surely do something like this, maybe depending on what happens during New York session. But I think the mover for this week was yesterday's dollar news, and then it didn't really do all that much on EU or on GU, all that really. We did push a little bit higher, came back again, and now we're kind of like slowly trudging a little bit. So if we're going to get buys or something, it's going to be short-lived. I think it's going to be short little attempts to come and steal up over here. But overall, I'm not seeing a lot in GU and EU at the moment that I would want to participate in. And then US Tech is consolidating currently in this area over here, NAS 100. So this is where we're stuck at the moment. Yesterday's sell-off was quite strong. We've got two areas that we can potentially come and test, and then we've got the support and supply area over here, which needs to be broken through before we can attempt to take these two higher points. And then I think this area over here is the last area to come and test, where we've got some consolidation on the left-hand side, a little bit of consolidation here, a little bit of indecision over here, a little bit of consolidation over here. So this is going to be a while before we reach this point. So right now, sideways on NAS. Right now, consolidative with a slight downward push on gold, but we'll wait and see whether or not we're going to have an upward push from here with this consolidation, break, retest, continuation up higher. EU, there's just too much pound news. Not pound news, euro news. Should be now in... Oh, we've already had it. German PMI came out lower than expected, but still not bad. The reaction on the euro was minimal. This candle over.
Also, guys, I've just logged on to the YouTube. 4 likes at the moment. We had like 20 odd likes yesterday, and we went from 90 to 96 subscribers. So let's get to 100 subscribers today, and let's get another 20 likes. That would be absolutely awesome. We had 23 likes yesterday. Let's see if we can match that, if not better. So smash that like button, guys, and make sure to subscribe to the channel. We've got Rich.
As in the Rich.
Lad. I'm pretty sure this is the Rich. The only reason I can tell I'm pretty sure this is the Rich is because of this comment here.
Just a quick flyby visit to wish you a happy Friday and amazing weekend. Thank you very much, Rich. We really appreciate you just dropping in on us. Quickly saying hello. One of these days, Rich, one of these days, Will and I will get you on our stream. Even if it's just for 5 minutes. Just to show face, and then one of these days, we'll get you.
Oh, yeah, we will get him. But good morning, Rich. How are you doing, man?
Good morning, Rich.
Hope you slept well last night.
Martin Richard, it's my opinion, but I would disagree with you on gold. For me, it's failed to make a low and try to go up. I agree the trend is still bearish, but I think we're going to turn here. I mean...
I agree with Martin
I don't disagree with you. The only cause that I have for concern is the fact that we've made a lower wick.
Yeah. But no, that's
the only cause for concern that I have.
That's what shows me. That's what that shows me. So, in fact, if you bring up my chart real quick, I'll show you what I'm seeing on gold. So, I said that and then did it myself.
Do it. Bring it up.
Too many Richards. Which one are we referring to?
We're referring to Richard Wells.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So this is what I'm looking at on gold. Now we've got this consolidation here. Wick down, failed. Consolidation. Wick down to take this previous wick. Failed. We rejected and closed within the consolidation. Broke and closed above the consolidation. This wick above here sort of worried me a little bit. I was like, don't know if I like this big wick up here. And then what happened after that? We had two more wicks to follow. So I thought, we've got another 2 wicks to follow. Let's see what that would look like on the 5 minute. And I thought, this looks really nice, actually. I quite like this price action up. The break and close above the consolidation, potential pullback and retest into it. However, we've got this imbalance here on the 5 minute. And we're in the golden zone for the fib retracement. Perfectly 1, 2, 3, 4 wicks into the golden zone and into the imbalance, and we are on a downtrend overall. it would worry me if I was on my main. If I'm going to enter a 2-lot buy on this account, I'm going to enter it here. Had this have been on my main account, I wouldn't.
Wait,
enter
what
this
account
trade.
is this? Is this your...
IC Markets.
Okay, so your competition account.
Yes.
Ah, okay, all right.
Yeah, I don't trade Fridays. I'm certainly not trading this Friday.
Not with the fact that you've only slept a few hours.
No, I've slept. I slept well. I slept really well in the end. Well, think about it. If I went to sleep at 1:30, I woke up at 8:30. Well, that's 7 hours. Dude, that's
Yeah, I mean, fair.
quite a good sleep for me, to be fair. Usually I fall asleep at like 1, 1:30, and I wake up at like 6, 6:30, 7. So I'm pretty chuffed. My body obviously needed that sleep. Otherwise, like even when I don't have an alarm, I'll wake up at the similar time that my alarm will go off. But dude, like I didn't have an alarm today for some random reason, and my brain knew it, my body knew it, and was like, "No, we're taking advantage of this." So, dude, to be fair, mate, you're lucky that you actually got me at 8:30. Like, for all I know, my body could have been so tired, and you would have seen me at 10, 11.
Yeah, and then your punishment would have been worse. You can be glad that you actually showed up.
Yeah, at least I've only missed half an hour of the stream. I've not.
Yeah,
missed
only half an hour.
Yeah, I've not missed the full.
At least
stream.
we know that tonight, after the poker and after your punishment, you're gonna have a really good sleep. You're going to be dead when we are done with you, mate.
Oh man.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
You just take into
Martin,
consideration that I've got
See,
leg
this is
day
the
today.
nice thing. This is the nice thing. This is just opinions. There's no I'm right, you're wrong, that kind of like thing. It is purely we're discussing what it is that we see versus how we view the market. And you could 100% be correct where we start turning from here and start pushing up. Me being more of a trend following trader, me being more of a breakout and retest trade on consolidation. Like this is an area of consolidation, true. But it's that follow through. It's that we're starting to push a little bit up. Now the real test is going to be whether or not this is a break, retest, continuation, or a break, retest, fail, and push lower. And it's only based on that I can say, yes, I'm ready to get in on a trade. So we'll see. That's the thing. We'll see which is the one that is going to follow. Myself, we are looking at downward pressure on a slightly higher time frame. We're lower than the 200 EMA. We're pushing lower. We're making lower lows, even though it was just a wick. A wick is still where price has been. It's just to see if there's follow through. If there's follow through, then we'll trade a buy. If there's no follow through, we'll trade a sell. MGN, are you looking at anything at the moment?
Not at the moment, no. I've got a EJ buy marked up, but I didn't take it because the risk is where my stop loss is, and the amount that I am willing to risk is a bit too much. I don't think there was an entry on UJ, no.
Dude, you had a stunning UJ trade the other day.
Do you want to show
yesterday.
us your trade of yesterday, MGN?
Yeah, I can. I removed it from my chart, but I can quickly mark it.
Yeah, go ahead and mark it, and then we can quickly talk about that one because it was quite the banger of a trade. We actually spoke about it. We actually spoke about it yesterday in the Traders Lounge, myself and MGN, as it was playing out. Martin saying, agree. I'm also not saying it's going to go up. To be fair, I'm a scalper. I jump in and out in trades within 1 to 5 minutes with good reactions, maybe seconds. Yeah, you see, this is the cool thing. This is the thing that I really like about having diversification in our community. Myself and Will tend to trade similarly. We have the same like length of trades. We try and get roughly the same amount of movement. bar a bit of changes and so on. Then you have people that are more swing traders that just they will enter and they'll keep it until the next day kind of like thing. And then you have scalpers, which have a completely different view to how, for argument's sake, a swing trader would, or a position trader as an example. And we tend to look at how the market is moving, and our analysis is done based on what it is that we are looking for. So Will is going to base his analysis on what he believes is going to happen in relation to his strategy. And that's how I tend to look at the market as well. Because we're reactionary traders. Scalpers, I think, is also a little bit more reactionary as well, rather than predictive. I would think you're reacting to see, oh, okay, price is really struggling to push lower, let's go for a buy, that kind of like thing. Simplifying it, way beyond what it actually is. But the thing that I like about the fact is that we can have completely different views on the exact same asset, and the only difference is our approach to our strategy. That's going to change how we view it. And I really like that. So I rate that. Lockie, has anyone really been far even as decided to use even go on to look more like today? This is the same comment that LJ brought out.
Literal copy and paste comment, LJ. What
This is the same thing. LJ is a troll. Look at him. LJ, I love this. Yesterday, yeah, it was yesterday when you put in the comment. I was like, what the hell, is LJ okay? Is he like, I don't know, what has he been drinking? That kind of like thing. But now that you've pasted again, I know now you're just trolling. How are you, LJ, mate? How are we this morning?
Can you imagine if you didn't know LJ though?
Yeah, like imagine you're like somebody that just doesn't know what he's like.
He'd be blocked. You'd be like, oh,
maybe we should read all of the big letters to find what he's saying. HARBFED.
What I can say is this is from a meme.
Is it from a meme?
From one of the darker corners of the internet.
Ah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's doing far to being seeing uphill good, thanks. What the hell, LJ? LJ, do you want to jump in, mate?
Speak like this in the,
I'm not going to give it away because I know where this is from.
Yeah, okay, but it makes sense that you would know where it's from. I mean, you do like playing around in the dark corners of the universe and the internet.
Fair enough.
Martin saying, maybe you got to see how I think. I'm talking with Jonathan on the streamers at the Fivers. Yeah, I've seen some of the discussions that the two of you have had. Very, very, I don't know, very opposing viewpoints.
Martin, tell us a bit about your trading journey, man. That's super interesting. If you want to become part of the team at the Fivers, talk just a little bit about your trading journey. I'd love to know. Are you a full-time trader? How long have you been trading for? Give us a little bit of insight. A cry for help. We can't solve all those questions.
No, LJ's on the next level. He's
Some questions don't need answers. They just need to make you think.
Yeah.
There we go. Good boy. Like this.
What do you mean?
As always,
what are we throwing
LJ
him a link to
LJ.
Yeah, no. What
Being
we
an
thrown
LJ.
him? What we thrown him the link to?
The stream. To jump in.
Oh, fair. Oh, okay. I must have been
Sleeping.
Yeah. Right.
Have been. You still sounds like you still are, man.
Yeah, literally. I was very,
See, this is what happens when you don't have coffee in the morning.
that link is on its way to you now, my man.
Yeah, I've sent you the link, LJ, on Discord. Okay, so while we're waiting for LJ, MGN, tell us about this trade of yours of yesterday.
Okay, so I've been working on a new strategy, intended to be a swing strategy. I did a few days worth of back testing. I found a few nice entries, but I don't have long-term stats on it yet. So yesterday I saw something that is quite close to what I'm looking for. I got a double bottom effectively, and then a higher high. I decided to jump in slightly early. We were above the 200 EMA, and I set my stop loss to just underneath the low wicks, and I targeted initially this top over here, but we started to slow down a lot, and then I got taken out with my trailing stop with this candle over here. Yeah, that's basically that. I trailed my stop loss to 1 or 2 pips below each low swing in the uptrend, and once I hit my full TP, which was a 1 to 2 at 30 pips, I decided, okay, cool, let me just see how far it goes, and I will continue trailing it slowly but surely from there, instead of closing the trade out completely. And yeah, it ended up being quite a nice trade.
Yeah, I mean, starting out as a 1-to-1, I remember when we were discussing this in the trading lounge.
Yeah, the initial idea was to have it as a 1-to-1 only, because I'm still testing the strategy. I don't want to target, set my targets too high.
Way
Even
Look at
he
him.
even looks exactly like he sounds on stream.
What up, homies? How we doing?
What's up, Broseph?
Oh, hello there, sir.
Well,
Dude, I got this like peacock thing going on here as well. Like,
I need to go and cut my hair today, mate. Like, really, it is.
If I knew this was gonna be a thing, I would have taken my hat out.
Yeah,
MGN,
yeah.
it's not going to help you at all. Like, your hair is perfect where it is already. It's like nice and tied up.
It hides the
down.
head. It doesn't hide the face, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's true. You need a mask, not a hat, mate.
How you doing, LJ?
Doing alright. I was chilling up on the roof just before. Good old, sunset, Friday afternoon. It was nice. There was too many people up there today, though. Normally it's like empty. For some reason today, it was packed. So I was like, you guys leave.
He's with the
You're on
missus
my
guys.
rooftop.
He got bored of chatting.
Get off of my fucking roof!
Yeah.
The missus
Why are
was
you
ranting
out here?
about her day. Oh, I had so much paperwork to do. I'm bored. I'm going to go onto the Apex Brotherhood stream.
Can you imagine, like, you're up there and everybody is like just pissing you off because they're in your spot. Like, you have your spot, you look at the sunset, have your feet up, have your little drink, and then some, I don't know, neighbor down in number 6E on your floor is like, "Hello, LJ, how are you this morning? Fuck off! I'm busy."
To be fair, it wouldn't be the fact that there's people up there that would annoy me. It would be like LJ said, if it's usually quiet, you find your spot and then you have a position or a location or a place on the roof that you like to go on. If I went to go up there and then someone was in my spot, yeah, I'd be mad.
Yeah, pretty like when I went up there were people using like the barbecue and stuff, and then so there's like a power port and everything next to that, but they'd taken that full space, which is often where I sit with the laptop so I can plug it in, right? And yeah, they'd taken it, so I was like, god damn it. So I went up, sat by the pool in the like cabanas, but then
Human,
dude, this laptop runs out of power in like 45 minutes.
Wait, so does mine. What laptop have you got?
Mine's like a what the fuck is it now? I forget. Aegis 5. So it's like a gaming sort of laptop. So it's like more powerful. That's why it runs out so quick. There's a graphics card, all that stuff. But
MGN
Well, it
has been
depends on what
helping
you use it
Alex with
for.
some laptops.
Yeah. I've got a gaming laptop that I've upgraded to be a development laptop,
That's mine.
and I can get 2 hours out of it
Oh yeah.
if I'm playing a game, and about 4
Yeah,
hours
yeah.
out of it if I'm just working. So, and it's got the
Yeah.
standard built-in battery.
Dude,
It just depends on what you do.
like, this
Yeah,
is
I
mine,
throttled
and
down
it's
all the
good.
battery and stuff, but it's always, I think I have to check the actually like milliamps on it, but I think it's just always had like a kind of small battery. You know,
Makes sense.
does that flip back the other way? That's cool.
Yeah, so it's like
Yeah,
half
table
the-
tent.
turns into like an iPad.
Table tent.
Yeah, that's what they call those. It's a table tent laptop because if you open it up, you can have it sitting
Really?
like that. Yeah. Or otherwise, it's no.
Like full ass touchscreen and all.
Nice,
Which
nice.
I bought and I was like, I love this laptop. It can turn into an iPad. It comes with a pen, and I thought it's gonna work perfectly for my trading because I can literally just use my pen, do some charting up on it, turn it into an iPad. Never used it. Never used the pen. Never used it as an iPad. I may as well have
Yeah.
just bought a standard computer, and the battery doesn't last that long on it either. It lasts like a day at best, and then I got to bloody charge it.
Damn.
Is that a Galaxy
yeah.
one?
No, it's,
You know what
some-
that sounds like? This sounds like nice life problems.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Nice life problems. Much like this that Wesley said, sit by the pool with
Yeah.
a laptop. Damn, life must be hard, LJ.
Yeah. fair.
Look, it's a really nice. This place is really nice. Like we've talked about before with all the problems that keep happening, but it's a pretty mint place. So I don't want to leave because
Sometimes it's worth the problems.
you go up there, you
Yeah,
sit in
yeah,
the
like-
cabana, you got infinity pool overlooking the whole city, all that kind of yeah.
Oh no shit!
Yeah.
Hey LJ, send me a photo of that, man. That sounds sick.
Yeah,
Send me,
I can do,
send-
yeah.
Yeah, DM me a photo of the views. That sounds awesome.
Quibus in his gold trade, looking good. We did have the consolidation break and retest already. So it
Yeah,
doesn't
I got missed ever so slightly by a couple of bucks.
Are you guys
Um,
doing your trading comp thing?
No,
we
I'm
were
not
gonna,
sure.
but a certain someone decided to oversleep. So he was half an hour late.
Oh no.
Yes.
For God's sake, MGN.
What? I didn't do anything.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, man.
Will overslept. The poor little guy. He was so tired, and he slept and he slept and he missed his alarm.
Did you
And I
set an
messaged
alarm?
him.
No, there was no alarm.
Oh,
Well, the thing
So
is,
what's
like,
gonna happen
well,
now?
You,
I
you would
said-
call that nap roulette, you know? You go and it's like you go and have a nap, but you don't set an alarm. Is it going to be an hour? Is it going to be 10 minutes? You don't know.
yeah, literally.
Let's see what happens. I'm feeling chaotic today. I'm gonna go and sleep without an alarm.
Basically,
Yeah.
mate. Well, on like if anyone has an iPhone, you can go onto that setting and you have like that sleep mode.
yeah.
Well, I have sleep mode and it turns on automatically at like 10 p.m. at night. So like, if you message me after 10 p.m. at night, I think it is, I won't receive the message until the morning. And I was just on my phone, like I said, just scrolling through this this contract for this new place that I'm moving into in January. So I was just like super concentrating on that, and for some reason the sleep mode didn't automatically turn on. And usually I'll check, like double check to make sure. I just put my phone on the side, fell asleep, and then I woke up at 8:30 this morning to a message from Rich saying, "Where are you?" Well, like, are you asleep? And I was like, "Oh shit, man."
Why are you asleep? Shouldn't you
Yeah.
be awake?
Right.
Whenever,
okay, so
whenever I just randomly fall asleep though, if I like, don't you guys get that as well, where your body just seems to know like when you need to wake up? Where you're like, I gotta be up by like
100%.
this
Yeah, it's
time,
called
and
your
somehow you
circadian
just
rhythm.
wake up before that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
called your
100%.
circadian rhythm, mate. You can train that shit.
Yeah, but if you go to bed, you're like, oh, random time, you got to be up in like 4 hours and 20 minutes or something, and you'll wake up like 4 hours and 11 minutes later. It's or an hour and 37 minutes, and you wake up at
Superpower.
yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
I would like that
Yeah.
superpower. My body's more like, oh, you've slept 4 hours now. Time to get up. Oh,
But
it's
the
6
thing is,
hours
like,
now.
Your body knows how
Get up
long
and
you
you're not
need
falling
to
back
sleep.
asleep again.
You know, your body knows how long you need to rest. It's like the Diary of a CEO with Stephen Bartlett. He doesn't believe in alarms. Like, he'll go to bed early, but he won't have a meeting until 11 a.m. or later, because he knows that sometimes he'll wake up at 9, 10, half 10, 7, 6, 5. You know, he'll wake up when his body says, we're rested enough now. We're on 100% battery charge. Whether that's 6
Lazy
hours
bastard.
sleep, 8 hours sleep, or 4 hours sleep.
Yeah, what the hell is that, man? Come on.
Yeah. Lazy.
I
fucker.
could do that, but you guys
Lazy.
would never see me in the day again.
Yeah, fair. To be fair, I could do that. I reckon I could do that, because like I said, you know, usually 5 to 7 hours is like my optimal sleep time. But sometimes, like probably a bit like last night, my body just knows it needs more. Actually, no, I only.
I
have
have
7 hours.
found that if you're more of a night owl, if you tend to operate a little bit later at night, you start getting like a second breath, that kind of like thing.
Yeah.
You tend to start drifting more towards staying awake later, waking up later, that kind of like thing. Like your body naturally starts transitioning you into a night owl.
Yeah,
if you
100%, man.
like the calm and the quiet, and you know that makes sense.
I used to.
Like,
I
I
used to
think-
love the night shifts. Like when I was on the doors, I used to absolutely love the night shifts, because I'd sleep until like 12 p.m. Like I'd sleep till noon, and then I'd wake up, go about my day, and then I'd go to work at like 5, 6 p.m. and wake up, and go to work about 5, 6 p.m. and then finish work at like 5, 6 a.m. or 4, 5 a.m. and then go home when like the sun's coming up. Dude, I used to love that. And like I was
I'm
super
definitely more of a night owl for sure.
Yeah.
Damien.
And yeah, you can look into all the science stuff, like, you know, there's like untapped whatever tribes and all that kind of stuff, and then yeah, they've got different people at night, you know, because obviously people are on like sleep cycles, so someone always wakes up whilst everyone else is asleep, and then you know, it's like
Yeah,
protected.
they call it your chronotype. You've
Yeah.
got 3 different chronotypes, and it is intended to have somebody awake at some
Yeah.
time in your tribe, so that there's always somebody busy looking out for danger. There's always somebody busy resting.
Yeah, so
So,
they,
you know,
it's pretty
George,
much-
George wakes up and he's like, oh shit, Charlie's being eaten by a lion. Better help him out. No. Right.
they do say
Wait, guys,
if
I'm winning
you.
the competition today.
So
Just
again,
saying, I'm winning. I'm already $700 up.
I missed my trade. Look at this. Like go.
Wait,
just
so you
go
are
down.
doing it?
I'm doing it against myself, it would seem, because
You see, this is the secret. He started the competition, but he's the only one in it. So, you know, he can't lose.
Is that
Even
what
if
I
he
would-
even if he loses and blows the account, he still wins by default.
yeah.
So this is
Well,
where
I would be
then-
losing because I'd be only $20 up.
Alright, I'll join in. I'll look
I'm
into
not
it.
dollars up. I missed this gold buy. Look at this. Look, I was literally wanting the break and retest. We whipped twice. I missed it by like what was it? 43. A couple of cents. I missed it by a couple of cents, and then
Wait,
it just
wait.
rallied up
On the candle closures or on the wicks?
on the wicks. Hang on a minute. Let me.
Oh yeah, and Kobu, I saw your comment before. Dude, I haven't caught up on the cricket in a bit. I've been so busy. I even missed a bunch of the rugby games recently as well. But yeah, dude, it looks as though it's going to be good fight.
Banger.
So
A banger. Oh, dude, LJ. Do you watch Netflix at all ever?
yeah.
So there's a show called Physical Asia. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, no, I've been watching it.
You've been watching it.
Yeah. How far are you through it? Have you watched it right through? Or
We're on the finals. now.
Asia.
yeah,
I
Yeah,
get
Physical
I
Asia.
go to Asia most weekends.
you saw what happened to Australia?
Yes, I did.
Dude, how is that the way we go out? Otherwise, this is our piece, dude.
The worst
I'm so
thing
annoyed
is,
with that. When
the
they were doing
worst
the
thing
rope
is-
battle,
I
right?
thought that they were going to win all of it. I honestly thought Australia was going to win all of it
Yeah.
because they were the strongest. Just
Yeah.
straight up. And then one strategic blunder. Just one. And they're out. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, and
So,
I don't know why they
what
did
is
that. That was
this
so annoying
equation?
because they always make it something that's like got some of the elements because like it's half, the females or like other athletes that are not like purely like strongmen.
It's like
they're
an
more
agility,
cardio,
it's an
athletic
one.
type, agility type
it's
things. Yeah,
strength one. Or it's an endurance one, and then it's a mobility one. Like they usually have like the diametrically opposite
yeah.
things for it, and it's just
And that's why I was like, the rope thing is just full endurance, like cardio type, whatever. I was like, what are you guys doing? You need to put some of the other guys aside. Like, you could have had the High Rocks chick, the blonde chick.
Caitlin.
Yeah, Caitlin. At least have her on it, and she would have done
Yeah.
well. Like, she's
And then you
the
could've
dark
had
head
Evie
chick.
at the
She was
time.
useless. She's just like a PT. She was terrible. She had like no
She
athletic ability.
Oh,
She let down the
mate.
team.
Dom, he surprised me.
He's a weapon. I love that guy. He's so cool.
So good.
He's
So
a
for everybody
great
who doesn't know what the hell we're talking about,
I have
physical-
asked twice.
Yeah, but we were talking.
Yeah.
Physical
Shut
is
up, Will.
It's a Korean show where they try. This is the third season. The first and the second season was named the Physical 100. So the idea was they were trying to find the 100. They took 100 contestants and they tried to find the perfect body type.
And that
for
was just
physical
Korea.
Activity in Korea, yes. So just in Korea, and they had the most ridiculous challenges that they had to do, like proper fucking like endurance, strength, speed, like real entertaining, but physically demanding challenges. And the first and the second season, we watched it and it was amazing. Really enjoyed it. And then they brought out Physical Asia, which was recently released, like in the last few weeks or so, where they pitted South Korea against Australia, the Philippines, Indonesia, Mongolia, Japan, like all of these like East Asian, and Asian Pacific nations. And Australia was absolutely dominant. They had Robert Whittaker, who is a UFC middleweight, ex-UFC middleweight champion. He's still participating. They had an ex-rugby player called Elotti, who was dude, crazy as well. And then
He's
a strong
weapon,
Eddie Williams, who was the strongest person. Like you could legitimately
He's
see. he was stronger.
175 kilos.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's
What a monster.
Yes, like massive, and he was physically strong. Like they did this. There's a strongman competition where they throw kegs over their shoulders, like above them and up.
Through what?
And-
Cake?
Kegs, a keg,
Okay.
like
Yeah, I've seen them.
different weights and whatnot. As a strongman competition, that's something that they do. But in the Physical Asia competition, they had it's almost like a kettlebell ball. So it's a ball of rope with weights in it, and it weighed like 18 kilograms. Like nothing seriously crazy. But they have to throw it over a 3-meter high pillar. And he went 120 something rounds.
Douche.
Yeah,
Of
no,
just
yeah.
like-
The Australia one that they were involved in, I think they went up to 22 kilos, and then it was 145 rounds. I think was when which team was that? I forget. Ended up missing it.
It
then
was,
the second time they did it for the next pair, they like sped it up because they're like,
Yeah.
okay, this took way too long, right?
they give you 30 seconds to do the thing, and then they drop it down to 15, drop it down to 10. So one mistake and you're out, and it's just it was crazy. For anybody who enjoys stuff like that, go and watch Physical 100, the first and second season, and then watch the Physical Asia one. I was gutted.
Yeah,
mate.
I may
Gutted.
actually watch that. That sounds quite sick. That sounds very good.
I know.
Well, we've
the-
given you a bit of a spoiler with Australia being out, but everybody
if we hadn't messed that up, we would have taken it, because the two girls and Dom pushing that thing, right? Eddie Williams weighs as much as all of them combined. You know, right? He could have just done the whole thing himself. Let alone if you just had him, and then you know, two of the others, right?
He would have just carried on pushing it. It just
That's
goes
exactly
and goes
what he does. Yeah.
They would have won. South Korea did the right thing. They did the strategic thing. They knew that this was a two-parter. They knew that the first part was most probably going to prevent those that participated in the first section from participating in the second section. So they just split themselves perfectly equal, done and dusted, and they ended up winning that round. The elimination. They won elimination. So what can you do? Fuck, mate, but Australia did so well, mate. Like, seriously.
Yeah, it was so funny as well watching the Asian teams, and then you got Dom there, and he's got such like crackhead energy. You know, right? He's just so loud and all this kind of stuff, and they're like, dude, this guy's crazy. You know, because like Asian cultures are so much more like
reserved and like
reserved,
respectful and whatnot. Yeah, no, dude, we're really enjoying it. It's a pretty damn good show. Really enjoyed it. Gutted.
Yeah,
though.
you know the baseball guy, the Japanese baseball guy.
Itoi, yeah.
Yeah, Itoi, yeah. So he's now come to Australia, and Dom has been doing. He's been doing like parkour stuff with Dom.
Oh,
and Dom's been
really?
like teaching him. Yeah.
That's so cool.
It's crazy.
He's old, man. He's like in his
I know,
50s.
dude. He's a weapon. He is so ripped in that.
Yeah, I
So
don't know if
lean,
that's all
so
natural,
good.
mate. I don't think it's all natural.
Probably not. He plays baseball, you know. So,
Yeah. It's,
and at his age, yeah, he'd definitely be on at least TRT. He's probably got TRT
I was about
plus.
to say, he's juicing, Liquid Fruit. He's juicing. Quibus closed out his very first position on gold. It was a gold buy from 40.36. Closed out his first position on the VWAP. He's letting the second one run. He is up 700. Quibus, that is awesome. Great news, mate. He says, great, I'm done. Have an awesome weekend, guys. Thanks, Quibus. Really, really appreciate you being here, mate.
Yeah, man.
Awesome on that trade as well. Really, really good. Fully asking, poker later, LJ? Depending on how
I
you feel.
should be able to.
Awesome stuff.
What time?
6:30.
Are we doing it as late as last time? Can we do it like slightly
Just a little bit earlier.
I think it's a little bit earlier this time than last time. I don't know. Let me have a look. I'm sure
What's the time
Earlier.
GMT? Or UK time? What is it?
I think it's about 6:30. Let me have a look. Yeah, 6:30 tonight.
All right, so let's check this. I know that LJ, if he's going to join, he's probably going to go to bed like, I don't know, like past 12 again, that kind of like thing.
So that's like 9 hours from now, right? So it's like 4 a.m. my time.
Oh,
God.
wow, 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably...
I know what you mean. Like, I haven't really thought this through on my side either. Like, I'm going to be in Hong Kong from January onwards, and I haven't really thought the poker nights through either, because it's going to be a similar time. I'm going to be in LJ's sort of time zone, and I'll be doing poker night with you guys at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is, well, you might actually be awake when I wake up in the morning.
You know, the three of you are going to be like awake at the same time frame to do things, so I don't know, you may as well do something together.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair,
what part of China are you going to? Beijing, I assume?
Unfortunately, Infinity, there
Me?
was some complications today, so
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
no competition today, mate.
Yeah. Infinity, this is not good, guys. No competition today. I know, man. Don't worry, there'll be a competition next week, I promise. What's the difference in time between Hong Kong and...
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. So Hong Kong's 2 hours earlier. So you will
Okay.
be slightly better. Yeah. I don't know if that's different with daylight savings. Does China have daylight savings?
I have no idea, mate.
They may. I'm not sure.
I imagine they probably would.
Because like for Australia, for me it's 7:30 right now. For most of everywhere else, it's an hour later.
Yeah, fair. Yeah,
Yeah,
fair.
so it's like 8:30 Sydney, Melbourne. However, Perth, other side of Australia, is 2 hours
hour.
earlier. So it's the same time.
Oh, wow.
slot. So like
So-
where Jordan lives, you know.
Hong Kong is no longer observing daylight savings times. They are using Hong Kong time throughout the year.
Okay, fair.
That's good. They've upgraded their sensibilities.
Okay, no, that's fair. So, yeah, I'll be 2 hours behind you. So
Truly
you'll
awesome.
be.
Rich, can you take an indices trade 2 minutes before or after red folder news on the fivers? Yep. The red folder
Yeah,
news,
same rules apply.
same rules.
I mean, I personally, like, if I was you, I personally wouldn't leave it that late. But if it comes to it, then yeah, dude, go
Yeah,
for
no,
it.
the same rules still apply.
Yeah, just be
Because
very
it,
careful.
it depends on the indice that is being affected by the currency. So if it's, for argument's sake, the Nasdaq, which is an American one, if you've got dollar news, then there should be an impact on that indice. But if it's GBP red folder news, what impact is it going to have on the Nas?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
just
if you've got
the country's news related to corresponding assets relative to that country.
Yeah, like
That's okay.
if you've
And-
got high impact
Yeah.
Japanese yen news coming out at like 4 a.m. and you place a trade bang on 4 a.m. on the Nasdaq, I can't imagine you're going to get penalized for it because they're just completely different news sentiments.
Why are you thinking of taking a trade, Pooley?
Yeah, Pooley, please be careful, man.
Where am I from, Infinity? From Queensland. So Brisbane.
She's
In
from
Queensland.
Queensland, we're from God's country.
Oh, Bris Vegas.
It's Vegas.
Yeah.
Viva Bris Vegas.
So David means that the red folder news applies the same way to indices as it would to currencies. So with the 2 minutes before and 2 minutes after news events, you're not allowed to place a new trade. If it's dollar news and you're trading an asset that is linked to the dollar, so a currency like USD, franc, that kind of like thing, you're not allowed to place a new trade within that 2 minutes before the red folder news and 2 minutes after the red folder news for a US red folder news event, as an example. And the indices are the same. So like LJ just explained, the 2 minute rule applies for the indice if the indice is connected to the red folder news for the country where it is being released. So if it's US red folder news, the indice is then the US Tech S&PY 500. Like, you're not allowed to trade those for that 2 minutes before and 2 minutes after. But you can do the Japanese 225 if you wanted to. That's fine.
Yeah. Exactamundo, cool, got it. You're very welcome, Team Cruiser.
Yes. Okay, so let's get back to the poker thing. What I was thinking is, if
one quick
anybody
thing.
wants to, we can just do it a little bit earlier. Or
Yeah, can do.
yeah, or what we can do is we can have it on, for argument's sake, a Saturday.
No, I can't do Saturdays.
Okay, we can't do it on a Saturday.
Yeah, Saturdays are a big no-go. Like Saturdays, it's my time. I don't do anything. No games, no work, no nothing, no chat, no phone. It's just me, the missus, or me and my family. It's the one time I have absolutely no nothing.
But yeah, we'll find a way to manage it a little bit better in future for everybody. You know, like so that
I mean,
everybody
we could
can
do it a little
agree
bit
upon-
early. We could do it like maybe like start at like 6 p.m. The thing is, like I said, you know, like I do gym. Like if I go to gym in the evening, like any earlier than 6 p.m. Like Ewan sometimes will finish work on a Friday at like 5 p.m. So we can't do much earlier than 6 p.m. I don't think, because
yeah,
like,
that's fair.
those people who are going to be finishing work at like 9 to 5s are going to miss out. I mean, having said that though, we do go on for hours, so maybe we could start at like 5 and go through to like 10.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah, just to give poor LJ some, not screw up his whole weekend, you know, by have him actually go to bed at a reasonable time.
Yeah, look, I'm typically up like pretty much that late, but then it's like, yeah, Saturday, Sunday is my sleep-in time to like catch up on what I've missed through the week, right?
Yeah, literally
Um,
same as that.
But yeah, no, Friday's still not too bad. I'm often still up that late because I normally trade through New York and stuff these days. So, yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
well,
So
I know we're gonna be having at some point. I'm not 100% sure when. I was speaking to him yesterday, but at some point we're gonna be having a very special guest joining us for Poker Night as well, which is gonna be pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, I can't
Like Mike
say.
Tyson or something?
Say again.
Mike Tyson?
Yeah. Oh my God, how do you know?
Yeah.
Have you been reading my messages?
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
He was like, "Well, I'd love to just join you guys. It'd be super cool
The
to
lisp.
join you guys for Poker Night."
I was about to say, you started off like a little bit feminine and then you started getting the lisp in.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought I just really want to join that Poker Night with you guys.
Oh, dude, have you guys seen that that like animated thing with Mike Tyson?
Nah.
I think they
With the
did it
pigeon.
in Australia. These guys, and they got, I'm pretty sure it was from Australia, and they got Mike Tyson to actually voice it, and it's like
Yeah,
him
pigeon.
doing all this. Hey,
Was it the one with the pigeons? He was doing
Yeah,
the
yeah,
pigeon. I've seen
Yeah.
it. It's
yeah, yeah,
it's good.
funny as it.
I can't remember the name of it, but it's good.
What's
Yeah.
what I need to Google?
It's hilarious. Also, I sent you the photo of my thing. So
Your
it's like
thing?
a video. Yeah.
Wow.
the
What
rooftop.
what a lucky guy, Will. You get to see LJ's thing.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Guys, just to let you all know, I just received a photo of LJ's thing. What a nice
you
thing
shocked?
it is as well. He's got a very nice thing.
Are you
Yeah,
shocked?
it was a bit tough to fit it all like in screen, but you know, I did
Yeah.
my best.
He made you. He made
So
you.
the photography work is just
You needed to
fantastic.
use the wide shot.
Oh, dude, I did. I tried, but it's still. Oh no.
Just in, I can see like the edges. He didn't quite fit it all on screen, but that's very nice,
Oh.
RJ. That was very nice. I'm very grateful to see your thing.
Yeah, for anybody who wanted to like think what our poker nights are like, it's pretty much like this. There's people
No, it's more.
talking
It's
shit
way
the
more
whole
unhinged than this. Like usually, I'm sitting on the couch smoking a cigar, having some whiskey or some wine or something. We're all just absolutely unhinged, chatting.
LJ's like leaning back in his chair.
Yeah, LJ's just practically vertical, practically horizontal. Sorry.
Um,
I think at that time he was barely surviving.
yeah, Bupe Kunda is asking
dude, I
which
was
streaming
exhausted
tool
that day.
do you guys use? We use StreamYard. And then there's a different one that we use for the Fivers stream as well. A different streaming platform. Unbiased Trader saying, did my first scalp on the Fivers account. Nice, mate. Was it a
Nice
win?
one,
Was it a
how'd it
loss?
go?
What did you do? What did you trade? What was it? Tell us. Tell us.
Everything. Tell us everything.
And then just to add to that quickly, I also run my desktop through OBS, so I can switch stuff in a different way. and have some fancy effects if I want to.
Oh, cool, man. It was a Dax W. Awesome stuff, mate. Well done.
Nice.
Well done,
Nice.
Dax,
W.
Dax, Dax. Almighty Dax.
Dax, the big and mighty Dax. No, the beautiful mighty Dax. Right, guys,
LJ.
don't forget as well to smash out that like button, hit the subscribe button as well if you are new here. We're trying to get to 100 subs, which would be pretty cool. Only 6 likes. Let's get this to 10 likes before we finish, because we have unfortunately come to the end of the stream. So we're going to have to love you and leave you all. But we shall see you. For those of you who want to join, get yourselves in the Discord. The link is in the description below. And you will be able to join our whiskey room tonight for poker night. So guys, get yourself in the Discord. Smash out the like button. Make sure, let's see if we can get to 10 likes today. We had 23 likes on the video yesterday, which was cool. And see how close we can get to 100 subscribers by the end of the day.
It's too short, make it a bit longer. That is what she said. Heyo. So,
Then you see the problem where you can't get it in one photo,
half
like with LJ's thingy.
Right.
Sorry,
I did
MJ?
none of any of that.
Then
Say
no,
again,
it's good. So
Oh, okay.
if you make it longer, the problem is then you can't get it onto one photo, like with LJ's thingy.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's definitely not a thing E. It's a thing.
It's not a thingy. It's a thing.
So, Unbiased Trader, the thing is we generally trade for about an hour and a half. So we stream for an hour and a half, and then we have a small little gap that we need to go and do some other stuff before the Fiverr stream. But on Fridays, it's just a wind down stream, you know, kind of like ending the week up. So it's still going to be an hour and a half, even though we don't have a time limitation after the stream to do things before the Fiverr stream. So
Speak for yourself. I
this
got
morning was a little bit different because Will overslept and, you know, didn't really have the competition. So arrive earlier next time. Like,
I'll try.
Bang.
I'll see what I can do.
yeah. Professional streamers we are, all of us.
Oh yeah, we're all professionals.
Very
Okay.
pro.
Can you not tell? Can you not see by the way we present ourselves that we're
Look at this
clearly-
getup, right?
Yeah, I mean,
this is the professional hat right here.
all right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for you again for that flat fucking thing. Thanks for MGN for joining, for LJ for joining and keeping us company, mate. Everybody else in chat, have a lovely weekend, guys. There is some high impact news today. Do trade carefully when you do trade. Take it as if it's going to be a massive impact, regardless, even if it's the tiniest of movements. And then last words from Will, LJ, and MGN before we switch off this stream of ours.
If you
That's
want
it.
automated news events, join us in the Discord.
Or like today. There you go.
Chaos. All right, guys, everybody in chat, see you guys Monday.